We're here today with Meth Gannon at the Artist Market Community Center, and she's going to be teaching us about stamping and their use in art journaling.
Hi folks, Meth Gannon here again, bringing you to some art journaling tidbits and morsels. I figure I'd touch briefly on a couple mark making ideas because that's part of the whole art journaling process, and this is the fun part. This is where you get to play. And so let's start with stamping. Stamping, everybody knows what stamping is, okay? Stamping is a fun thing. There's many kinds of stamps. You've got your foam stamps. They're very soft, they're very inexpensive, or you can get them online. I mean, you can find some of the foam stamps in the children's section. Then you got your typical wood stamps. This is the easiest. Getting your block stamps, getting your foam stamps, and if you are lucky enough to find them, you can get wood block stamps, okay? Try to get people to look around their house and see interesting things that they can stamp with. Now, these, I don't know if you can see them very well, these are erasers. You know those little pink erasers? I have a lino cutter, and I gouged, I'm gonna demonstrate what they look like. They're just real simple things. And these are ink pads, by the way. And you get them all stamped up. And you can do like little things like that.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Well, cheap, I tell you. You could get these guys at Walmart and you could cut
I can
them up.
vouch she's very cheap.
Well, people get, intimidated by the price of things. It's like, oh, hell, I ain't spending that, But you could just do some real simple things, and that looks like a domino gone crazy. But it's fun, and then you just really simple lines, just little straight lines, and they just, see? And if you really want to be wild, you can layer them and get a whole different effect, So there you go with that. And like, here's the foam stamps. You just get the ink pad going here. You pounce your foam stamp. And these things are good. You just push it down gently and maybe give it a little rocking motion. And then pull straight up. And then and there you are, voila. Same thing with the wood stamps. Let me do a smaller one. Get that bad boy inked up. Just try to press it straight down. Rock it just a little bit, not too much, and then pull straight up. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. And these are little things you can decorate with. But anyway, this is a brush pad, like you clean your brushes on it. You've got these little octopus suckers on the back. You just push it down, but I'm not using it for that. I'm just gonna use it. It's got like all these little neat little mark things here. Suddenly I feel like Julia Child. Oh, you take this, you stamp it up good, ink it up good, and then you just press it down, and there you have that.
Yeah.
So you gotta work with things. Then of course, I'm sure all you fine wine drinkers out there have tons of corks around your house, like I do. But anyway, you carve into it, and you can go to your ink pads, and boom, you got yourself a little baby stamp. Isn't that cool? Corks, I'm telling you. Here, look. Isn't that cool? I mean, I need to ink them up a little more. Now, this particular cork here has a button on it, and I thought the button pattern was cute. So sometimes you need a little bit of cushion on the back to get a really good print. But there you go, see? You can have fun. Now, there's another cool thing you can do. You have these, I think they call them foamies. And if you have like a block of wood or something sturdy, you can cut out, any kind of design from these. This particular foamy has adhesive on the back. So you could just cut it out, whatever your pattern is. Let's pretend this is just a plain block of wood that you might be able to get at your local, I guess, should I say Home Depot or one of those type of stores. And this peels off the back here, and you could just adhere it to there. I mean, and if for some reason it doesn't adhere, just put a little glue under there, and then you can stamp it. So anyway, here's the other thing. Packaging material. I mean, I don't have any bubble wrap with me now, but that makes a good stamping. I bought a package of pens the other day, and this was protecting the nibs. So you just go in like this. I test everything. If it looks interesting, I'm testing it. There you go. I mean, you need a little more ink on it, but you get the idea. I mean, I'm just trying to get people to look around the house, you know, maybe forks, like round things that, you know, that are a cover for something. But you have this like really neat thing. If you're gonna do this, you're gonna do any of the carving, just be really careful. Wear some good eye protection, and please be careful with your hands. Speaking from experience, you're in there with one of these linoleum cutters and you're doing this, not pretty. So try to always keep your hand behind you, and try to sketch out a design if you're gonna. You can find this in the craft store too. But there you have it. That's a little touch on stamping. I always try to keep it a little simple, but I hope that maybe this gives you some ideas, and if you like it, have fun.